Weeks we've been reporting on the protests and the conflicts on campuses across our region and around the country. Regardless of the politics, there's no question that adds stress for college students.
Let me underscore there. We're not talking about the politics here. We're talking about the stress. So here with some insight is Dr. Jean Beresin. He's Executive Director of the Clay Center for Youth Health Minds at MGH. So Doctor, thanks for being here. So here we are. We're in May, right? Finals, graduation. It's already a stressful time on campus. So what do you want students to know about coping with it all, even if they're not involved with the protest?
Well, first of all, students have to realize that conflict is an inevitable part of life, and they've had conflict in many other sectors of their life. And one of the ways that they can cope with it, whether they're a part of it or not, is appreciation of differences, acceptance of differences of opinion, and tolerance. And that's often brought about by empathy, whether you're involved or not involved. And also trying to understand that we have to love and respect each other no matter who's involved. Now, in terms of coping skills, anger, anxiety, stress, frustration, managing your emotions can be handled in a number of ways. One way is to talk to parents, teachers, friends, mentors, and find out how they coped with conflict. And another one is self-care. Make sure that you get enough sleep, good hygiene, nutrition, exercise, and take care of yourself. You know, it's stressful for everybody.
Right. I was just going to say that it's for everybody. So our colleges have always been places of debate and conversation. That's how students learn to form their own opinions and grow. So do parts of what is happening now all across the country, does that feel different to you?
It feels, well, look, I went to college 67 to 71. So I know something.
We can add to
we
that,
understand,
but we
right?
understand what you're saying.
So look, what's different is this, and this is where the stress comes in. Students go to college to learn, to make new friends, to be separated from the family, to be autonomous, and that's slightly, if not significantly, derailed. So one of the things we have to do is help them make it learning experiences and help the conflict enhance their growth and autonomy rather than stifle it.
Doctor, so let me ask you this question. And when I went through the Vietnam War situation the whole time I was in college. So for parents, there's the added stress of feeling far away while their kids navigate through all this. So how do you lend support to the parents to make sure your child is coping in a healthy way and safe and yada, yada, yada?
That's a super important question. So parents can really help with frequent conversations, especially asking about their mental health. How's your anxiety? How's your anger? How's your stress? You know, are you talking to other people? Do you have an adequate number of supports? Do you feel peer pressure? You know, if the parents can be seen as allies and can help and ask important questions like, you know, do you feel peer pressure to do one thing or another? Do you feel safe? You know, these are super important questions that will give the parents information to help relieve their stress, and at the same time that the students will know that they've got parents asking them important questions and having ongoing conversations. This is not a marathon. You know, this is more of a marathon than it is a sprint. So it means doing brief conversations, and the students shouldn't feel that you're checking up on them, but that you're there to help support them.
Dr. Beresin, thank you so much for the thoughtful conversation. We appreciate it.
Great to see you, Doctor. Take care.
Great to be here. Thanks.